guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year to you all. Hope you had a great Christmas. So today I just thought I would do a plain old get ready with me. I had some new awesome makeup for Christmas, and basically just kind of thought I'd do a get ready with me, have a chat, talk around some of the new stuff that I've had, see what you guys have had. Maybe you can leave me a comment down below, and just general chit chat. So let's get on with the video. So we're going to start with a primer. Now my favourite primer by Balance Me I've run out of. So I picked up this Ultra Face Base Primer, 24-hour makeup protection from Makeup Revolution. And I'm just going to go in with that on the patches that I find sort of my skin is an issue. Now it's like a silicone based one, just a clear liquid. And it does leave your skin feeling fairly soft, you must admit. And it just gives the makeup sort of a nice flawless base to sit on. So what kind of new stuff did everyone have for Christmas? Did anyone have any makeup? If so, what do you think of it? That'd be awesome to know. So I had the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, and I am in Light 46 Cool. I'm really loving this foundation actually. I love it. It has this little like stopper with her logo on, which means that it doesn't dry my foundation out. And I'm just going to apply that with a beauty blender. So with the Lock-It foundation, you need very little. You'll see in a second. I have been using it since Christmas, and it goes a very, very long way, as you can see. When I first put this on, I'd been colour matched in the Manchester Debenhams store, and it matched perfect. It seemed to, and I actually had a dark colour on. It seemed to match completely perfectly. And then I came home and put it on my full face, and I was like, oh, okay, so it seems a little bit light, but actually I don't think it oxidises. I think it just, once you've powdered and everything, it is definitely matches here. So there we go. And as I said, a whole load goes a long way. I mean, yes, it was £27. It's not the cheapest. It's not the expensivest by any means, but it's also not the cheapest on the market. But it's really good. It doesn't move all day once I've powdered and blushed and everything. The only thing I will say is that it does have a very slight, strange smell to it. I don't know how to explain the smell. A couple of people I've seen have said that it is chemically, and I can see that. I can see how people would think it smells of chemicals. It's a strange kind of smell. It's very, very strange. But as you can see, it does give you that really flawless kind of finish, and it is high coverage. That's apparently I'm making up my own definitions now. It is full coverage. It covers up everything. I've actually tested it on a tattoo because that's what this was invented for. It was invented to cover up tattoos. So I have tested it out, and I can confirm that it does cover up tattoos. So there we go. I look a little bit pale in this light. On camera it's probably not picking it up, but actually colour wise, if you look at my neck, it's not that far off. It's just that my face is a bit of a weird colour, and I used very, very little. I mean, I'm just looking now. It says that this can be open for 12 months. But you know when you have that feeling that maybe you're not going to get through it in 12 months, because there is a lot of product. There's 30 millilitres. That's 1 fluid ounce of product in here, which I really love. And I love that I can see inside, because then you can see where you're up to and if you need a new one. So on Saturday, I nipped into my local Superdrug because I saw on the Makeup Revolution page that they had released new concealers on the 3rd of Jan. I had been in before and they didn't have them, or I couldn't see them, so I asked the lady that I usually speak to, because she's awesome and she knows that I buy a lot of makeup, and I mentioned them to her, and she's like, oh, they're in the drawer, we just haven't put them out. So when I went to the drawer, I felt quite special actually being able to get something from the drawer. I picked up two colours. I picked up a C4 and a C7. Now, it's really difficult to show you. C4 is very light, but pink undertones, and C7 is also very light, but yellow undertones. And I haven't used these yet, so I don't know. This will almost be like a little review as well. But I have swatched them on my hands, and I'll do that for you guys now, and you'll see what I mean there. Oh, and look at this giant doe foot. So this is the C7, which you can see just there it is very yellowy, and then this is the C4. Now I actually thought I was going to be a C3, but they didn't have it, and as you can see they're totally different. I mean, this is very yellow in comparison to this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to test one on one eye and one on the other. It makes no difference. I really don't know. I feel like the C4 is definitely going to be more me, but should we go with that one first? Yeah, I'm going to go with that one first. Now, I have been told that you need to work fairly quickly because they do dry. Oh wow, okay. They don't smell of anything. There's no chemical smell. But they definitely, wow, they really are full coverage. I'm just blending it out with a beauty blender, and it's blending out amazingly. I mean, like, sometimes, wow, look at that. That is, yeah. Okay, so yeah, again, Makeup Revolution hitting it out of the park. I mean, you can see the difference between one eye and the other. Bear with me, I'll just go, I always go over the top of my eye with my concealer so that it all blends in nicely, and you can see like the difference. Although I'm now thinking maybe it's a little light when I'm looking off camera. I'm going to test the other one. I'm going to test the other one, why not? I don't care if they don't match. In the interest of you guys, I'm going to test out the other one. Now this colour seems to be a lot closer to what I use from Maybelline. So let's just see how that one looks. Okay, so on camera they are not looking that different. However, when I look in the mirror, I can see a little bit of difference. There is a very dewy finish to the C7, which I don't have with the C4, which is strange because they are both matte concealers. I don't know. Yeah, guys, as I was doing my concealer, I noticed that my camera had died. Very sorry about that. So I have just set my under eyes, and as you can see, there isn't a huge difference. I guess when you get out in the light, maybe that would show. I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go in and do my brows, and I had this foolproof brow powder from Benefit, and it looks like this inside. It has some little tips here, and then inside, I don't know if you can see, there's like two different colours. So there's a darker version for the end of your brow, and then it gets light. And so I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and I've just been using a very small, I actually got these from Benefit. They're like a little disposable one, but you don't have to dispose of them, I guess. I've just been using that to apply because I find the thinner the brush, the easier this is to do, and it does just come with a very little mirror. As you saw, it does have writing on it, but that does come off. I haven't taken it off yet because, well, I just haven't taken it off yet. And there we go, we have brows. Woo! So after that, I'll put that away, and so next I am going to work on an eye look, and I got the Makeup Revolution Life on the Dance Floor palettes. Now I got the silver one as well, but it's away. But I got these two, which I'm going to use today. Ooh, go upside down. Like that. One is called VIP and one is called Guest List. Guest List looks like this. Lots and lots of very hot pinks and warm tones. And then VIP, which is the one I'm going to mainly be using today, has some more cool tones. Still has some of the warms, and I love this colour, so I'm thinking I might try and use that with something. I don't know what yet. So yeah, I'm going to go in with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this shade here as my transition shade, and it's called Superstar. And I'm just going to use that on the brush. Now you can see there is a lot of fallout for these, which is slightly unusual for Makeup Revolution, but nonetheless these are beautiful shades. I'm just going to take the plastic bit off and use that. Just going to go in. I'm hoping to go for quite a warm look today, so we will see. Just bring that all the way up. So I'm just going to go all the way up with that transition shade, just blending as I go. And then as it's in there, I'm just going to get the blending brush out, and I'm literally just going to make sure that all those edges are all blended out as best they can be. Then I'm going to go into, I think probably the one next to it, which is this colour here, and that is called Worthy. I love some of the names they give to these. Like, I often wonder if I was naming eyeshadow palettes, what names would I use? Probably. So yeah, I'm just going to go in there like so, and then the same thing on the other side. I need a bit more in this side, because this side isn't this is my difficult side, as you guys all know. Just struggle to get this side done. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in and blend that out as well. Now I'm going to go into the other palette, which is, as I said, the Guest List one, because I really want to use this peachy shade here, which is called, I'll tell you what this is called. It's called Neon, and I really like it, and it is very peach, as you can see on the brush. I just again want to go into there, warm up that crease quite significantly, as you can see, and it is very, very peach. And then again, and I'm just lightly putting this colour in. I'm not shoving it in that crease there, because these are very, very pigmented, so you wouldn't want to go in all crazy and just kind of, so then I'm just using this just to blend any harsh lines out. And then I'm going to go in with this one here, which is called Loose, and that is very peachy red again, and it's just a shade up, I think, from what I've just used. I'm just going to go into the crease with that. There we go, just like so. So I'm just going to blend out again, just to kind of make sure that they're all blended up. And you can still see all the other colours. There we go. Okay, so the next colour I'm going to go in with, and I'm going to kind of try and go in the corners of my eye, is this one here, and that is called 2 AM. Yeah, I've not seen 2 AM in quite some time, and I'm just going to add it there onto here, and then I'm just going to go into here as well and add it there. And I'm going to go for a halo eye, I think, in this, she says. So I'm just going to do the same on this side. I just feel like a halo spotlight eye today is just where I want to be. It's that kind of day today. There we go, I've gone in with that. Just going to come up a little bit on this one. There we go. So then, my next thing I'm going to do, that 2 AM is not as dark as I was expecting because it's a lot darker in the pan. So, I'm just going to blend that out and blend that out. And then, I'm tempted to go in with this dark shade here just to darken things up a little tiny bit, but I'm going to use my Real Techniques base shadow brush for that. And I'm just actually, do you know what, no, I'm going to keep with the things. I'm going to go in with this one here, and that is called Dark Corner, which I think is pretty fitting considering that's exactly where I'm putting it. So I'm just going to go in there with that one, and then I'm just going to put a little tiny bit there. Same on this side, a little tiny bit in there, a little tiny bit in there. And then the next thing I'm now going to do, God, I feel like I'm whizzing through all of these. The first thing I'm going to do, should I say, is I'm going to use that concealer and see how it does with cutting the crease or the spotlight, to see just how well that works. So I'm just going to go in with this, just to cut that spotlight eye. Okay, so it does an awesome job of spotlighting the middle of my eye. Now, as I was trying to say before my camera died earlier, sometimes when they say they're full coverage concealers, what I find is, yes, they definitely are, and if you swatch them on your hand or whatever, yep, they're definitely full coverage, and then as you start to blend them out, they stop being that full coverage and start being kind of half coverage, if that's a thing. I don't even know if it is a thing. But then I'm just going to go in with a nude colour glitter over that, and I'm going to use this one here, this like rose gold, and that is called Cocktail. Interesting names on some of these. Not sure what cocktail looks that colour. I feel like I'd like some of that though. Okay, so I'm just going to go in and just, I did just spritz my brush just a little bit with that fixing spray, just because I find that that helps. Now then. Well, that colour is not what I was expecting. I was expecting that to be really glowy, but it kind of isn't. I don't know if it's the brush I'm using, so bear with me. And I will just grab another brush and see if there is a better brush for doing this spotlight eye, and I have a feeling there will be. Okay, so I'm just going to use this brush that's literally, this is what this brush is made for. It's for packing colour onto the eye, and I feel like maybe this is what was missing. Yeah, there we go, that's much more, like it's picked up a lot more product, but it's not quite as golden as I was expecting, to be honest. There we go, put it all over that concealer first. Put that on, but that isn't quite what I was expecting it to do. Okay. Just thinking that I might go over it with a different colour, and I think I'm going to go over it with this one here, which is really shiny, and that is called Renown. I actually think that's probably going to be a much better spotlight eye, because that other one was quite dark. There we go. So, has anybody else tried this technique? What do you think of it? Do you like it? Do you not? Is it something that is your jam? I'm just going to go back in now and deepen up those edges so they don't look like I've just splodged colour the way across. Now I have to say, on the one side that worked really, really well, but then on the other it didn't work so well. So let's just go back in there with some more of that back dark corner. Just blend. There we go. Now it does look a little bit like there's a line just a little bit there, but nothing that I can't deal with. So there we go, and then we're just going to go back in with some of that loose, just to blend out the edges, just a little bit. There we go. Oh, I'm really liking that. It's very different to what I normally do. So yeah, I'm liking it. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to do the other eye. That away. And we'll go in with, we'll have to go in with some of the first colour, won't we? First so they match. Okay. That's that. Some of this on the top. And I'm going to blend that out. Some of that dark corner. There's something on my brush there. Just to blend out those hot lines. Right, there's something on my brush. It's really, really irritating. There we go. And then I think now I have a couple of different highlighters. I wasn't going to show you these until I came round to actually highlighting down here. However, my husband also bought me the Brighter Than My Future palette, which you can see, and I'm thinking that this one here, which is called Extra, would be extra awesome on my eyes. So bear with me a second, guys, because trying to get into this palette is actually really difficult. Okay, so I am going to go in with a little bit of extra, see what happens when I put it on the middle of my eye, like literally right in the centre. Wow, so there you go, you can see the difference. When I put that, whoa, I nearly put eyebrow colour on. That would have been a bit of a nightmare. So I just put a little bit of extra right in the middle of that. And there we go. Wow, look at those. They are spotlight eyes. Okay, so we will go back to that highlighter palette in a second. However, I'm now going to do my eyeliner. And I found this in my stash of makeup, if you like, which is the Eye Studio Lasting Drama Gel Eyeliner from Maybelline in 01 Black. And I haven't used it. Well, I have used it a bit, but hardly at all. So I thought I would have a go with that. And I bought myself a new little eyeliner brush. And I don't know if you can see just how tiny that brush is. But I find that if the tinier the brush, the more control I have. And so the more likely I am to get that really nice line. I got this in a set of brushes because I make cakes as well. That was for cake decorating. However, just felt like this would just give me the perfect line for my eyeliner. And it seems as though I may have been right. Because I can get really, really close to the lashes. The only thing I would say is that I've actually used a little bit of fixing spray on the brush a couple of times, just so that the gel eyeliner isn't so dry, so otherwise you can end up pulling your lash a little bit. But I love it, and it gives you so much control, and then your wing can be as thin or as thick as you want it to be. Look at that. I love that. So yeah, I mean, I do. I absolutely love doing it like this. Just feel that it gives me that edge in terms of awesomely neat eyeliner. It does also mean that when you're filling things in like this, that you have to spend some time. But still. And if I could get like a liquid eyeliner that I could dip this brush into, I feel like that would be the ultimate eyeliner. And there we go. So that's that one done. Oh, I love it. Do you know what it makes me think of? The sunset on Lion King. Sorry guys, got a little bit Disney excited then. But it does kind of make me think of that. So, does anyone have any makeup looks they want me to try? I mean, I do have quite a lot of makeup now, so I'm quite happy to have a go at just about anything. Can't think of anything that I haven't tried yet, actually. So there you go, that's my eyeliner wings. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in on the bottom lash with some of that, what are they called, loose? Yeah, I think so, loose. Some of the loose, and I'm just going to go along. I love how I've done all my makeup in this tiny little mirror. I'm going to go along there with it to the, almost to the centre of my eye. Same on this. Now I haven't actually put any more on the brush, simply because you don't need a whole lot, and there already is some on there. Yeah. So I'm just going to go through there with that, and I'm probably then going to go in with a little bit of that dark corner as well, to darken up the corner. Oh, look at me making a pun. And then last but not least, I'm just going to go into the edge, and I'm just going to use some of that sparkly glittery shade to tie it all together. I always find that the glittery shades, it's really difficult to see them in the centre. So there we go, that's that. I'm gonna, oh, I also got this roller lash from Benefit, and I've heard great things, although some people have said that they hate it, some people have said they love it, so I don't really know. I haven't got an opinion as of yet. I've not used it enough, I don't think, to know if I hate it or not. What I do like is that you can put it over the top and you can literally roll your lashes in it. I do like that, because that's something that I find I can't do with other mascaras. So you don't get a coating like on the top, which I should have noticed. I've usually got some sort of eyeshadow or in this case concealer on my eyelashes, so I love that I can get right in there and do all of that. Okay, so I like it, I do like it. So I'm just going to go in and do this one. Same thing, I'm just going to roll it around on the top. God, I've never had a mascara do that. It's cool but weird. Like, you can almost feel it pulling your lashes through. It's like so good. Yeah, I think I'm going to be in the camp of I like it. I wasn't sure if I was going to. When I first looked at the brush, I was like, oh, it's not a big, thick brush. And I am a really big fan of like the big, thick, kind of hefty brushes that coat all your lashes, the big fluffy ones. But actually, I'm really quite surprised. That is really interesting. I wasn't expecting that at all. Okay, put some on the bottom lashes. And on my face. So what do we think? Do we like that? I love it. Actually, I'll tell you what I forgot to do. I'm going to have to go back and do it now, aren't I? I'm going to have to use a little bit of that loose because if you see, I blended this one out and didn't do that one. So much better. There we go. So then, we're going to come on to highlight, but for my eyes and my brow. And I got this in the Birchbox, and it's by Lacqua & Co. Tell me how you say that. I don't even know how you say that. It looks like, you know when you see frequently asked questions? And sorry. And basically, it's a roll-up highlighter in like a stick. And I think probably for the corner of your eyes and like under your brow bone, this is going to be pretty awesome. So I'm going to have a go. Correct, it is. Look at that. It's just the right shape for kind of getting in there and highlighting that inner corner. Let me just see. Yeah, see, look. Highlighting that arch. Yeah, look at that. I'm going to rub it in with my finger just a little bit. Wow. So yeah, that blends out quite nicely actually. It probably is great down the, I'm going to do it just on the end of your nose. It's okay for the nose. I think as an eye highlighter, it's beautiful. The inner corners are really pretty. I really like those. Okay, so now onto the rest of my face. So contour wise, he bought me Hoola. So I'm going to go in with Hoola and I'm going to contour out just my cheekbones. Wow, okay, so I probably got a bit carried away there. So we might just be highlighting, we might just be contouring like this and then blending it out. Yeah, maybe. Okay, interesting. So in that case, I'm going to go in with this brush. I'm just going to blend it out. Wow. See, Hoola definitely is. Like, I've heard people say it's the perfect contour shade. And they are right, look at that. Okay. This, which is my tried and tested blusher, I'm just going to go in with a blusher from there, a peach one. And just, you'll see the difference now, watch, see? Look how much more blusher there is there. Just to warm up the cheekbones a little bit. Nobody wants cheekbones that don't look warm, because that means you just look dead. There we go. Always find I struggle to get some here, but anyway. So put that over that. So definitely that is a highlighter, not a blusher. I thought it might be, I was hoping it would be a blusher, but anyway. So then, in terms of highlighter, I think I'm going to kind of mix the two together. So the one that's on my eyebrows is this one here, which is called Extra, and then there's this one called Slay. I'm tempted to just Right, I'm going to go in with Slay. I'm just going to put a little bit on the brush and see what happens. Okay, it's not too in your face, well, a little bit, but not too much. We like that, that's cool. I reckon if you swirled your brush in there, if you desperately wanted that kind of highlighted look, then you can definitely get it. I mean, yeah, okay, so yeah, that's highlighted. Just a little bit down there, a little bit here. Okay, there we go. Wow, that is highlighted. You see, you couldn't see it so much on here, but then you turn that way, you're like, oh, hello. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that there. There we go. That looks pretty snazzy. So now in terms of lips, I had some new lipsticks as well, and these are the ones that go with the palettes. So I've got one called Head Turner, which is like a dark colour. So I'm just gonna, it's like a dark nude. Did you see it? Yeah. So we're just gonna pop that on our lips, and then I think we're done. There we go. Oh gosh, sorry, I forgot to tell you. So I had some of the Gigi Hadid lip kits, and this is the lip liner from the Tora set, and I've been using this because I love it. It is so good. It's such a good colour to line out my lips. It isn't too bright. It's like the perfect nude colour. The actual lipstick that comes with it is really pretty, although it seems to be a lot lighter. It's quite weird. It's almost like they're going for that 90s kind of overly lined darker lip. I'm afraid it's just not my thing. There we go. Here we go. Oh wow, okay, I love that. That is such a pretty colour. That is such a pretty colour. Darker and burgundier than I was expecting, I think. But it's a very nice feel on the lips as well. It doesn't feel dry. It's really, really nice. So there you have it. That is my makeup for the day. If you guys have anything that you want me to test out, to try out in terms of makeup looks, I did have an awful lot of other stuff that I haven't showed you today, and I'm hoping in the next couple of videos I'll get to. And in the next week or so, I'm really hoping to get a power of makeup video done where I just do half the face, so that you can literally see the difference between sort of my face, sans makeup, and then what makeup can do for you. Let me know in the comment section below if that's something you want to see. And other than that, I hope you guys had an awesome Christmas, as I said at the beginning. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. 2018, I'm hoping to do some more videos and get some more stuff done. Again, thank you for watching, guys. Mwah.